running through a list of my insecurities, and I fell asleep halfway through. And I woke up with a sense of clarity. I can never be the one for you. Hey, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. When you're young, the world might break you down. Fell off a couple times, but I'm better now. I found my smile, but it took a little darkness and silence in the middle of the night. I learned to take my time with healing up my mind and knowing it's alright. Oh, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is.
This week on NBA 2K TV, the WNBA draft is coming up. We talk to Aces star Asia Wilson. Then there's a lot going on in the NBA 2K community. We fill you in on tournaments and events. Plus, your top assists of the month. That's all coming up now.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven. I'm
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Beal.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the Coach of the Year. When you look at the criteria for you in your voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record.
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
For the finish. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Hachimura, no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Holiday, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beal, the pass to Bryant. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And another miss by Washington.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Ingram attacking. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range Jay, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Here's Hachimura. That one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Wall's shot is off.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Favors can't get it to go. The Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The pass to Wall. Here's Hachimura. 13 feet away. They get the rebound. Great D that time from Favors.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Got that one up quick. 6 points for Jrue Holiday.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Here's Wall. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Williamson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 7.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run, and that one's good by Favors.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
To the middle, here's Bryant, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, your job as a floor leader is to keep everyone in sync and the offense humming, and John Wall doing it right there.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw, good, Bryant.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
Pulls up on the elbow, and there's Williamson on the assist from Favors. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Beal, the pass to Bonga, lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
A nice shot by Wall.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A baseline J. That one off the back iron and out. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 8-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I mean, big-time win, bigger-time third-quarter comeback, and definitely a great game for us to watch as well. Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Passes it to Hachimura. From outside, off the mark. Pelicans leading by 10. Here's Williamson. Wall grabs the board. And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's his first foul. Outside Bryant, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And checking out some numbers for Brandon Ingram. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Wall against Ball. Here's Beal. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Well, Bradley Beal, known as an elite scorer. This guy's got a great mid-range. He can take advantage as he does there.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Beal. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Derek Favors.
Big-time tough play by Beal right there, unfazed by the foul. When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence, where the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at New Orleans. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
George, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, two guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They are thrilling. I would agree. Basket, good. Favors has got his second bucket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And there it is for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Redick inside the line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the touch, the accuracy, the assertiveness of Redick is what allows him to drain these shots.
Beal's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Redick, here we go. Shoots over Beal. Again, the Pelicans score.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
The three-pointer, no good. Pelicans leading by 11. Here's Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Brown finds Bertans. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Offensive rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Fourth, Redick.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Wizards trail by 14. Smith right side. Pass to Bertans. Beal against Redick. Shoots from the line. Can't hit that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Mahinmi dishes to Beal. They double-team Beal. Lock at 6. Bertans with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. Here's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's foul number 2 for him. New Orleans leading by 16. Here's Hart. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith finds Beal. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. Mahinmi passes to Smith. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The shot's good from Hayes.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Wizards trail by 17. Smith the pass to Beal. Bertans with the ball. And a miss there on the triple. And Hayes kicks to Jackson. Here's Redick. Again, the Pelicans score.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Washington shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Smith dishes to Beal. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
What I love about Bradley Beal is he is an effective, efficient scorer. He always takes quality shots.
That one goes. Count it.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Here's Hayes. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Here's Smith. Softly drops in the floater. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Good. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Redick against Beal. Pass to Mahinmi. And Bertans now top of the key. Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. And Brown drops them both. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. Back to the action after this word. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. Payton is out there with Smith. Then there's Brown. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Wagner in at the four-man position.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Smith left side. The pass to Wagner. And the basket is good. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pelicans leading by 23. Baseline try. Hart, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Payton surveying the floor. To the paint, here's Smith. And Okafor with the block. Here's Hart, covered by Smith. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 10 points.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Washington has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Left side, Brown. Good on the shot.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Now, here is Smith. 5 points in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground
to a standstill.
Passes it to Wagner. The kick out to Brown. But they recover it. Pass to Payton. Here's Wagner. 6 to shoot. And the shot is long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Basket counts. Hart's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Smith with it, now guarded by Redick. The drive by Smith. Pelicans with the rebound.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
A nice shot by Melly.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances, finished right at the rim.
Smith the pass to Payton. Back to Smith. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wagner can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They're able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Jackson against Smith. He kicks to Payton. Can they get it? Kept alive by Washington.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Brown, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Bonga, the pass to Bryant. Here's Hachimura. Kept alive. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Holiday gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Brown against Ingram. And Bryant wide open. He shoots an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. Brown with it. Favors picks him up. And it's Brown missing.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The shot's good. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Down low, here's Bonga. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bonga's got his second basket of the night. Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Here's Williamson. That shot is off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Bonga, the pass to Wall. From about 19 feet, another one falls for Washington.
This is an important aspect of John Wall's overall skill set. That ability to be effective in the mid-range, important.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Jrue Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. Two brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura, and Beal subbed in for Troy Brown.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Williamson. And Jrue Holiday, one of the three brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumlees for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Jrue, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Such a wide open look. Bertans got 6 points.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass. What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Wall. He has 6. Pass to Beal. Here's the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Pelicans shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. It's good. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter. Washington shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Wall looking for an opening. Beal, and the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
And that one's good, Williamson.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
To the middle, here's Bertans. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bertans got his 3rd basket of the night.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
The Wizards shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Wall against Ingram. Wall's shot is good. 8 points for him.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
And that one's good by Favors.
Well, I think at this point he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Inside. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist from Wall. Beal's got 14 points for the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Wall against Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
And the first one drops.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
Here's Ingram. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
The pass to Bryant. There's the dish to Wall. Wizards passing it around. Here's Bunga. The shot missing. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
For New Orleans, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
No good on the second free throw. Washington shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Holiday against Beal. And it's Bryant in the corner. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Holiday. Drops one in from the wing. Holiday's got 18 points. From the Wizards, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Outside, Beal. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, for New Orleans, shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Wall against Ball. And here's Wall to the inside. Bryant. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Assisted.
Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Holiday. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Holiday's got 20.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Beal gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Wasted no time on that one. 23 points for Jrue Holiday.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside, Beal. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Holiday. Here's Williamson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. He's got 25.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Count it, good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Holiday. Misses off the right iron. Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Wall. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Slashing into the lane, the speed and the grace of John Wall.
Here's Ball. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Stolen by Holiday. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Wall, no luck. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Wall against Ball. Down low to stop the run. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
And Washington making a change here.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's been getting about 37 a night, 6 assists and 3 rebounds.
He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Smith misses off the left iron. For New Orleans, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Ball. And again, no good by New Orleans. Wizards have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Passes it to Smith. Here's Wagner. Let's go. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hart. Goes up the baseline. Rebound by the Wizards. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. Beal taking his time here. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Gary Payton has checked in for the Wizards.
Gary Payton the second.
Here's Hachimura. 6 points for him. Here's Payton. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hart, that's good.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Smith outside. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Smith. Brown's got 13.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Chalk up 2 there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And it's Melly missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Rebounded by the Wizards. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires from deep. Okafor grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I loved trying to make my teammates better. Feels great to make somebody feel good.
Wagner, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved in offense, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
To the middle. And a beautiful feed from Jam.
Well, he's a good athlete for center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Okafor finds the 19-footer. Washington's on 1 of 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Wagner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Wagner's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's Ball, and Wagner pulls it down. Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Now the pass to Okafor. Over Wagner. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. Wagner falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Hart. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Passes to Hachimura. Lays it up off the glass. Hachimura's got 12 points in just the second half.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Ball no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Payton, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Now a heart cold Antarctica, Siberia. Had it planned out, curriculum, criteria, change. She feel pain, strain, built up anger from dealing with it. Putting her. I understand the time that you go through your woman things, and sometimes can't gauge clearly on what you be thinking. I swear I got your back and got the tab on what you. You ain't got to move a finger and pinky when we linking. Whatever keeps your boat afloat or ship sinking, from loose lips of side women stepping out of position, ramming out of a parallelogram, shaping a prism. Stop signs never stop God. Let's be realistic.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Wizards, Davis Bertans checks in for Brown, and John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Here's Ingram. Here's Williamson. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Holiday dishes to Hayes. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hayes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Williamson. Rebound, Washington. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Checking in for the Wizards, Ian Mahitame, Isaac Bonham.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Nails the baby hook. Bertans got 12.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Beal from long range. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And no one is catching Ingram in the open floor. This guy is like a rocket.
Now Beal fires for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New Orleans out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. And we'll be right back after this. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
All we're thinking about is offense. Let's get back to what we do. Defense first, and then let's score for them. Let's not worry about our offense. Our shots are going to fall.
Craig, he's imploring his team to be better on defense.
The effort hasn't been there. They need to step it up on that side of the floor.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Ian Mahimi. Robinson is out there with Napier. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. And he knocks down the first one. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
The Wizards shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Robinson passes to Mahimi. Here's Napier. And the 3 off target. Well, for New Orleans, shooting nearly 70% from the floor, they are putting on a clinic offensively. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here's Napier, guarded closely. Robinson left side. And it's blocked. Williamson with it. Working on Bryant. And finished off by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Napier passes to Robinson. Back to Napier. Nice ball movement by Washington. And here's Bryant for 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Jackson. Another one falls for New Orleans. Here's Napier. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more 3s than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is,
He moves so fast and so decisively.
Inside, and finish off by Bryant.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Napier. Good, nice job down low. Napier's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahinmi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
From the corner, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Jackson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Outside Robinson. Mahinmi with it. Outside Bryant. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 35 points for Zion Williamson. Now here's Napier, guarded by Jackson. Napier passes to Bonga. It's blocked. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
For Washington, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Napier. Back to Robinson. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Good, nice play there from Napier.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Here's more. He feeds it to Hayes. That's tipped. Bryant with it. Now Okafor defending. Now here's Napier. Kicks it to Bryant. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, Which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Jackson comes over with the double. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Washington making a change here. Payton's checked in. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. When the bands in my pocket, it's on me. And your grandma will probably know me. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. I got big racks. We gon' pull up in the Cullen and the double G. I keep a ticket on me, ain't nothing to me. I'm draped down in Givenchy. I just put blue guts in the Rari. Rich on the intersection, I'm sorry. Bust down, watch the shades by Magari. I spent 100,000 on my necklace check.
Now here's Napier. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Napier. And both free throws good for Napier. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Payton outside. And Okafor with the block. Moore finds Jackson. Here's Hayes. Rebound by Mahinmi.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the paint. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Mahinmi with the stuff.
Now, Kevin, that's pure power, pure effort. Jan Mahinmi going to the rack with bad intentions.
Here's Okafor. Again, the Pelicans score.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. Payton kicks to Napier. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Okafor. The baseline jumper goes down. Okafor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Mahinmi, and it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Bryant finds Payton, 3 on the clock. And it's Napier missing.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Washington shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Here's Robinson, and it's good from the elbow. The Pelicans shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. And it's Okafor off the drive. Another one falls for New Orleans.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Down low, here's Mahinmi. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The baseline J. And that one hits back iron. Washington shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And so he hits both. Okafor against Mahinmi. Pass to Jackson. Here's Hayes. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Napier feeling it out a bit, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Doris, there's a lot of talk about Zion Williamson being a generational talent, like Michael or Magic or LeBron. Do you see it that way?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know that we've had someone enter who has captured the imagination of fan bases both at the collegiate and now professional level as Zion Williamson has certainly done. You know, how his career plays out remains to be seen. He is a physical marvel, athletically gifted. He obviously has got to be better as a shooter in today's NBA. A modern big has got to shoot the basketball. But what incredible maturity for a young man. He seems well suited to certainly absorb the responsibility that comes with the spotlight he has already gained.
He seems to check every box, you're right.
Yeah.
Robinson against Moore, 5 to shoot. Bryant, offensive rebound, goes up again. It's stolen.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
The free throw drops for Napier. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They lead by 33. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Napier passes to Mahimi. Payton outside. And here's Mahinmi.
Pelicans foul. Jrue Okafor. That's his fourth personal foul. At the line for the Wizards, Ian Mahinmi. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And this is where Mahinmi gets into some trouble, right? You think over his career, percentage-wise, it has not improved as a foul shooter.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. It's stolen by Bryant. Robinson up top. Back to Bryant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
At the line for
two. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So we can't get either to fall. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jahlil, we all know you can score. The defensive end has been the challenge. How did you take that step forward tonight?
My teammates challenged me, the coaches challenged me to get better every night. Just so I can score, but they want to see improvements on the defensive end.
And you took that step forward tonight, Jahlil. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.